Elias is definitely in trouble now. After taking down Deadshot, he's in a bit of a predicament. Excuse me. The coalition states are assaulting Alexandria after unleashing what appears to be some targeted virus that is taking over and killing people left and right. Elias was cornered and was able to fight off one of the fearsome coalition Dead Boy killers, or Glitter Boy killers, with the help of a couple of necromancers to kind of keep the CS at bay. He went after Deadshot, kind of kept his cool while being shot at, but then managed to take down what was a former comrade of his. And now, as the smoke kind of clears and as we come back, we find Elias a little bit in a situation where he doesn't know quite what to do next. So I have gone ahead and cleared out the threads list, given the fact that the majority of them are now dead ends, and I've only included 3. Coalition attacking Alexandria, to survive, and to find a cure. So we're going to start checking our current chaos factor. It's an 8, so it's going to stay where it is. And now let us test the scene. 10. Okay. So I'm not quite sure what he's going to do next, so I'm going to go roll on some handy dandy tables. So let's find out here. What action is he going to take next? $86. Struggle. 33. Struggle fear. It sounds like Elias is about to have a panic attack. Let's also add a little descriptor on the scene. 85. Quaintly. 30. Quaintly fancy. Quaintly fancy. Okay. Does this mean is Madame Laveau nearby? I would consider her fancy. She's one of the few leaders. No, she's not. I would assume then, does this mean Gator knows? Yeah. Quaintly fancy, I'm reading as somebody steps out from around the corner. And the bionic arms, old-fashioned as they are, and the slightly portlier body of Mayor Gator steps around. He goes, "Boy, I tell you what, you are harder to kill than just about anything. And I'm the one that a gator had to take a bite out of." And Elias just kind of sits there for a second. He's like, "Mayor, what the fuck are you doing out here?" He goes, "You weren't supposed to be coming back from this one. You figured at some point someone's going to get you. You're just too damn dumb, too damn stubborn. Well, you have to understand that what we're trying to do here is to make Alexandria a much better place. Coalition, see, they need access to the river. They need control. They got to ship everything back up. They got Baton Rouge, where they've had that base out there. And you know what? A lot of money to be had by making sure that the coalition always tickles my palms with a little bit of credits every time they pass a barge up and down this here river. Mississippi, it's the lifeblood of this country. You fucking sold us out. Oh, man, I knew it, and yet at the same time, I kind of figured that you wouldn't do something like that. Oh, boy, you have no idea all the things I've done. But I will tell you this. You know, I really did think you were too damn dumb to really take on a case like that. I wanted Alexandria to kind of have a little moment, come to grips with all the ne'er-do-wells that we've had, hiding about in our city. But ultimately, it just took you. You fucked up. You fucked up a little much. Couldn't even find the gold girl before, Sinvan decided to strike back. That was all I needed. Declare martial law. Didn't even really have to declare martial law. I just started telling everyone that they can't be doing that. And then look who comes rolling into town. Our good old saviors dressed in black and red. Why are you telling me this? You seem like you got an ace up your sleeve still, Mayor. I was, oh boy, I sure do. I had a couple of those pretty steel-headed beasts on their way right now. They call them the UAR-1s. They're going to make pretty short work of you. And, I figured that you may try to kill me, but good old Gator got an ace up his sleeve, Tony. Yeah, I know where your dog boy is. Can't hide him from me. See, you fucked up. You came to town telling everyone you tried to save that mutt. But here we are. Gator, I'm going to rip your spine out through your back. He goes, yeah, maybe. You ain't never going to see Cobb again. I'm going to fake question this. This is striking into his fear. Is Elias going to effectively just be too tired and back down? Yes. And I'm going to give him, this is a bit much, I'm going to give him a spirit roll to see if he can maintain and not go into, he's effectively making a fear roll here. So he's got a d6, -1 from being fatigued. And fortunately, he doesn't take any penalties for being elderly against spirit. 3 and a 4. It's time to Benny, though. And the 6 blows up. Okay. So it's a 6. Elias just still... Alright, look. You got me. I'm fucking tired, man. I don't know what happened. I don't know what kind of disease is spreading through the city. I took care of the person that you guys are trying to... I'm just fucking tired. What do you need? Oh boy. What I need is for you to step out of that pretty little armor right there. And why don't you come with good old Gator? Okay. Okay. I'm getting out. There's a... The armor opens up, and Elias slips out. Let's see here. Flip into the sheet that has Elias outside of his armor. Oh, but his armor is destroyed. That's right, that battlefield armor was damaged. He is right now damaged clothing. The armor barely holding on by a thread. His laser pistol. He's pulling into a holster, slings a rifle over his shoulder. He turns his back for a moment and just thinks, damn, this is a bad fucking idea. Alright. I'm going to give him a... Let's see. I'm going to give him an electronics roll versus Gator's notice roll. Electronics... D6 plus 2. -1 for being fatigued, so it's only +1. Alright, so that's a 6. And Gator. Oof. Hey there. Why don't you just come on and step away? You don't need to be like setting this thing up to shoot me or some shit. Come on. I know all your tricks. Old man Thunder. Boy. Yeah, you got a lot of mileage out of that one, didn't you? So we still got a success. Let's ask a fake question. Was Elias booby trapping? Oh, yeah. Oh, and that's doubles. And that is below. So we've got a random event that's about to happen here. $37 NPC action. Okay. So let's go back to the NPCs. Now let's see. I need a D6 and a D10. It's 4 and a 4. Madame Laveau. Okay, let's find out what Madame Laveau's actions are. 22. Conceal. And 43. Conceal illness. Conceal illness. Is Madame Laveau doing something to kind of keep the disease at bay in Alexandria? No, it's 3 and a 2. It's the opposite of that. Is she letting it loose? She is letting it loose. So, let's get this onto our notes list. Laveau. Illness. Loose. We're going to call that a scene. That's going to how we're going to end the scene. So, let's take some notes. Okay. And now, current chaos factor goes down. Cool. Goes down to only a 7. Now let's test the scene. It's a 5, so it's an interrupt. Let's see. For a second, I forgot how to do an interrupt scene. So let's see. Okay. Characters list, blank rows. And what does she do? My anticipation is that these two older guys are hiking back, effectively Old Man Thunder, kind of like under guard. But 29, delay, 63, delay official. Okay. So, we haven't seen much of her, but is Blank Rose, about to effectively ambush, turn on them? Yes. Okay. Wow. It's been a minute since we've seen her. Let's see what she has to talk about. Character conversations. There we go. 55. Intense. 34. Intense excited. Okay. I'm just throwing an extra descriptor here. 99. Wildly. 50. Wildly lacking. Is she working with Madame Laveau? Yes. So, as they're coming back, Old Man Thunder just looks beat. He is stumbling, coming up along the swamp wall. Armor and clothes in tatters. Weapons still at the, at least slung over him. Fortunately, he hasn't had those taken away yet, but as Mayor Gator just kind of whirls and clicks behind him, there's a voice just from around the corner and like, "Boy, howdy, boys. Oh, it sure is such a strange thing to be catching you two out here. What do you want, Rose? This ain't no time for dilly-dallying." Goes, No, it ain't. Boy, there certainly are some barbarians within our gates right now. You know, the whole voodoo court has gone up in flames. That ain't too right for business now, is it? And what you planning on doing about it, girl? Suppose me? Nah, I'm not planning on doing nothing. I just kind of want to know what exactly it is that you doing, Mayor. It seems like you just kind of let a whole mess of folks come through our gates, terrorizing the place, blowing people up, turning them into little goo bits. Children. Mothers. And, you know, good old daddy dears. I think you're missing the point right now, girl. She goes, oh no, I ain't missing no point. What I am missing is making sure I get the fuck out of the city. Because I tell you, you did piss off the wrong folks in the voodoo quarter. Mm-hmm. Yeah, well, what they gonna do about it? Did, Mayor. Did. You see, they went ahead and figured out how to resurrect all those zombies. And now they're biting people. And you know what? Your disease? It ain't gene-locked no more. Girl, what? No, you're just talking foolishness. Oh, no. You see, foolishness was when I broke into your manor house and stole a mess of great stuff, including some of these notes. Now I'm getting the fuck out town. The fuck you are, girl. Why don't you go ahead and put that stuff down? Good old Mayor Gary, he ain't gotta shoot you, but sure enough, girl, I will. Oh yeah? I got a better idea. Why don't you shoot quick? And now I'm gonna go into... I'm gonna take this as a bit of a chase scene. Can Blank Rose get out of town fast enough with all these documents of the betrayal before the coalition and the mayor get a hold of it? So, here we go. I'm going to need 2 decks of cards for this. Chase scene always needs 2 decks. So, that's a blank card. Jack, the Joker, the 3. Let's start by asking a fake question. Is Rose here faster than these average guys on feet? 9 plus 2, so yes, just barely. So she's going to get an extra card. And now, boy's going to start back here, and she's going to start up here. Okay. So she is right now a couple paces ahead of them. Let's start dealing some action cards here. We're going to start with our good old boy Elias, who gets the 5 and the 9. He's going to take the 9. Gator's going to take the ace, and Rose gets the 10. So, Gator sees that she's about to turn tail. He is going to try to run up ahead, which he does. He gets ahead 1. And it lands on a Joker, which means he gets to, and he's 2 cards away. He's going to try to take a shot, but misses as he comes running up. He pulls this old-looking ion pistol from behind his back, kind of tucked up underneath his coat, though wisely not into the waistband, given the size of one of these things. And he runs. The mechanical whirring of his legs look like he should be slower than he is, but he really does start to make pace. He goes, "Girl, come back here! You don't know what you're doing!" And suddenly, just boom! As the ion shot goes off. It's a wide spread, almost akin to a shotgun. But where it touches, suddenly things just begin to smolder and singe. They burn away very quickly. We go over now to Yeah, it's Rose's turn. She is going to try to... I'm going to say she's got a D8. Yeah, she gets ahead 1. This lands her on a spade. So this is a complication here. And she's going to try to run 2. Okay, which she does. She starts getting ahead quickly. The pursuit behind her, and she is just running to something on up ahead. Go over to Elias. He takes a -1 to this for being sick. And that's it, fortunately. 5, so it's 4. He gets up. He's now on the same panel as the good old mayor, and he is going to try to make a fighting roll to see if he can challenge and stop him in his tracks. Gets a +2, but a -1, so +1. Oof, that's a 3. He kind of stumbles and falls. He tries to flying tackle, and Gator just kind of like sidesteps around him, just lands in the mud before he gets back up onto his feet. So we're going to draw the next round. Elias gets the queen, Mayor gets the 7, and Rose gets the ace. Just going to try to run again. 7, so she gets ahead to the next card, which is King of Hearts. And as she does, 1, 2, 3, 4, she is 5 ahead. So she is going to try to... Yeah, we'll give her a stealth. Is she... Let's ask a fake question. Is she good at stealth? 10 + 1? Yes, she is. So we're going to say that she's at least a D8. 5. Now let's see if Gator... But he notices. She tries to disappear into the underbrush, the hanging vines, and the overgrowing greenery that's around. And Mayor just goes, "Girl, you can't hide from me. I know these damn swamps." Elias is going to get up. He's going to try to see if he can at least knock him sideways. Damn, 4 - 1. You know what? Alright, so the 5. Now Gator rolls a 1. So, Elias gets up out of the mud. His hands just covered in stinging. And he jumps. He almost tries to leap. And in a coughing mess, he slams into the back of Gator. One of the bionic legs seems to buckle. And Gator just suddenly spins. He tries to catch himself, but the arms don't reel quite as much as like a human shoulder does. And as he slams down on the ground, he's like, "God fucking damn it, boy. Should have shot you a moment ago." And as he tries to get back up, he realizes that, of course, Rose is getting up ahead very quickly. And Gator, I will ask, does Gator continue the pursuit? Yes, because he knows that if she gets away, he's in a lot of trouble. So he was knocked back a little bit, but he progresses up. He's going to take a shot at Elias here. I think he knows he can't possibly hit our girl up ahead, but 6 blowing up, 10. He affixes the gun, turns, and fires at Elias. Let's see. An ion does... You know, it sounded cool, but I realized, of course, that I didn't have the book, so let's find out how much an ion pistol does. It's probably going to be a lot, so this may not have been a great idea. Always give them like little laser pistols, Paul. Don't go above and beyond. They don't need to be extra. Yes, they do. Yes, they do. Okay. It does 3d8. Well, shiza. Alright. Oof. 10. 18. Oh, damn. 27. 43. Last penny. Elias turns. He sees that this gun is aimed right at him. His vigor is a D8 minus 2 right now. And he needs it to blow up. Or he needs to get 3 raises. So he's got to roll a 12. Nope. He soaks 1, but he takes 2. As Elias, recognizing what's going on, he turns just in time. He sees the gun raised, and in slow motion, he watches it just light up. He stumbles backwards. There's now cauterized flesh that just scents the air. And he looks down, and from his chest, his left shoulder, they're just burned, heavily incinerated. There's tendrils of smoke coming off of him, and one of the hole punches straight through. He coughs, and he's like, shit, man. There, why couldn't you have at least shot the bad lung? Ugh. He sits down on the ground, and he just goes, you know what, Mayor? I never voted for you. You're an asshole. It's like, well, good thing is, son, there ain't gonna be too many more elections after this. All right, we're gonna go next round. Elias is gonna take the ace. Mayor's gonna take the 5, and oh damn, Rose is gonna take 3. As Elias kind of like stumbles, he just, you know what? Well, the least I can do though is at least return the favor. His shooting is a D8. He's going to take a -3 on it. Okay, that blows up. What is that? 13. So it's a hit with a raise. Nice. He's using this laser pistol because, of course, he is just... I think at most he could probably shoot one-handed. But he gets 4d6 on this shot. Okay. Well, we could survive this. 12. 13. 18 points total. He draws, and with kind of like this quick hand motion, he just... And let's see. I determined that the mayor was a wild card, so he is going to spend a penny and see if he can soak it. Nope. Spend the other penny. He soaks 1, but not both. As he turns and fires, just... God, boy! How the fuck are you doing this? What does she matter to you? He's like, that's the thing, Mayor. We've had this on again, off again. You know, will they, won't they? But, you know, nobody's really noticed because it's been apparently a background story that never really made it to the forefront. But more importantly, it's the fact that she's not about whether or not she and I are fucking, but she is about to fuck you over. So you know what? That makes me smile. And he's going to pace forward 1. Mayor is pissed. And Gator, yeah, he's going to continue pursuing. The -1 now. Oh, he doesn't advance. But he stops, looks up at Elias, and goes, you know what? Fuck you too. But fortunately, now that he's taken a wound that doesn't hit, he has a hard time aiming. A shaky arm just... Poof, and suddenly a hole gets blasted into one of the trees nearby. Let's see. Rose gets 6, so she gets to advance to the next one. And let's see, does she get away? she does. As she suddenly slips off into the wilderness. The swamp seems to just swallow her whole. And then after a few pacing, panting steps, both Elias kind of stops. He's leaning up against a tree. The blood feels like it's starting to well up again. And he is coughing. Except for it's no longer just the kind of like beginnings of a hacking cough. It instead sounds almost like there's a wheezing, chewing gum sound that's coming from it. And he stops for a second and goes, "Oh, you fucking asshole. You got me pretty good there, Mayor." He goes, "Boy. Fuck. I don't even know how much she fucking got." Doesn't matter. You believe she got a lot, so she got a lot. Why? Exactly you hiding? He goes, "God fucking damn it." He goes, "Do you know how long they've been fucking planning this? God, it's a pig on a shingle, man. Like, they've been passing through for years. Baton Rouge has been theirs the entire time. It was just a small village up on top that seemed to think that they had any kind of rights. I was trying to keep us out of that, but fuck. When they said that they were starting their all-out assault, they needed to start getting weapons up along the coastline from Texas. And god damn, fucking Alexandria was going to get rich. It was going to get rich, boy. Fucked that up. Fucked everything up, didn't you?" He goes, "Yeah, I sure did. I sure did. So, we going to do this? You want to tussle out here in the woods like two old men?" He goes, "You know what? I think instead, I'm just going to shoot you here."